This is a concept circle vocabulary reinforcement activity that I completed for students to fill out in relation to the Black codes during Reconstruction and the concepts we learned. They would use this to see specific relationships between the terms and concepts that were in the vocabulary lesson. So to the left, I have the completed activity, what it would look like when students are finished filling it out. I would probably scaffold this activity by providing the word Reconstruction in the center so that students are able to see that this is the theme that caused all of these consequences from the Black codes. And I would also provide one word in the triple circle where there's 3 sections so that students wouldn't have difficulty trying to figure out which 3 words are specifically related to each other. I'd probably provide Ku Klux Klan so that they could think, okay, what concepts directly relate to the Ku Klux Klan, but also have another connection to a third word. They would probably make that connection first with white supremacy, and then once they think about the hierarchical social order that was in place in the South, they would place hierarchy in that section as well. To further explain some of these concepts, I put Black codes and Jim Crow laws in the same section because these are both examples of laws that were enforced during different time periods to further reinforce inequalities for African Americans legally. Also, like I said before, white supremacy is related to Ku Klux Klan because it was a white supremacist group that terrorized African Americans during this time. That directly relates to hierarchy because that was a social order that was common and widely accepted. And then I also have apprenticeship and vagrancy on the outside because these are specific examples of laws that people used during Reconstruction and the Black codes to reinforce inequalities and pretty much foster the continuation of slavery without the legal term. It was more of a loophole to keep African Americans at the bottom of the social order. To the right, I have the word bank that I would provide for students. Like I said, I would include 1 or 2 words to help scaffold and differentiate for students that might have trouble visually looking at this organizer and filling it out. But yes, this is the concept circle activity that I would use. I think the main point of using it would be to help students see specific relationships between examples of consequences that formed as a result of the Black codes during Reconstruction. As you can see, there's a large theme between these concepts as they all created inequality and fostered the actions of slavery and created loopholes for African Americans during this time.